Hey guys, Objector here, and I hope you've been enjoying Operation Black Ice as much as I have. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new attacking operator Buck. His gadget is the skeleton key, which toggles an underbarrel shotgun on his main weapon. His two main weapons is the C8 SFW assault rifle or Khmer's marksman rifle. Between the two, I tend to go for the assault rifle because of how I use his skeleton key ability, but the marksman rifle is definitely viable, and I do switch between them depending on the map and the playstyle I want to use. As far as secondaries, he only has the Mark 1 9mm pistol, and for gadgets he has a breaching charges or stun grenades. And because I use the skeleton key as a breaching tool to blast through barricades, I usually go for the stun grenades unless I know the enemy team likes to use castle, in which case the breaching charges will become more useful. Buck is a fairly straightforward operator, but to make the most out of his setup you need to know when to switch to the shotgun and when to use your primary rifle. As I mentioned before, the shotgun is great as a breaching tool, much like Sledge, with the added benefit of being faster and being able to have follow-up shots ready for an ambush waiting on the other side. In this respect, Buck has the potential to make Sledge almost obsolete, except the skeleton key is louder and only makes a hole instead of completely destroying the wall or barricade. But as far as versatility goes, Buck is going to beat out nearly every other operator, being well equipped for a wide variety of situations, from up close to looking down a hallway. Knowing when to switch between his weapons before an engagement begins is going to be key when making the most of Buck. When checking a stairwell or peeking around corners into a small room, you should be using the shotgun attachment, but when you're about to peek down a long corridor, be sure you're using your rifle. Knowing the maps and the enemy's positions will go a long way in making the most out of this operator. It's also worth noting here that Buck's shotgun acts differently than most other shotguns in the game, in that it's not a pump action. So while it does feel weaker to me than the other shotguns, it has a much higher rate of fire, so don't be afraid to slam that trigger a few times to down an opponent. Now, if you've taken the time to read his character profile, you know that it states that he enjoys simple mechanical devices to the more high-tech arsenal employed by the other members of Team Rainbow. The nice thing about operators with simple tools like Buck, Sledge, and Rook is that they don't really have any hard counters. Armor plates act as kind of the soft counter against him, especially against the shotgun. As you'll see in this clip, I put my opponent in a down but not out state when I thought I had him killed, and I had to go back and finish the job. Buck is another good choice for beginners because he's another operator that's hard to mess up with. You don't have to worry about grenades killing the hostage or a teammate, or running a shield in front of a teammate and strafe into their line of fire. So Buck is an operator that won't hurt your team too much even if you do mess up. But I feel like he's also a more difficult operator to master, and knowing when to switch between weapons will go a long way improving your skill cap with him. Ultimately, Buck is an easy operator to learn and use, but very difficult to master and be highly effective with. But if you can master him, he has the potential to be one of the most versatile operators in the game, ready for nearly any situation. So what do you guys think about Buck so far? Is he worth buying with real world money, or just waiting to grind out the renown? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you haven't seen my operator review on Sledge, click the link on the screen now. And that's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something new. And if you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Objector, signing off.